Hello everyone, welcome back to Beasts of the North. I've been getting a few inquiries lately regarding Hunter's fitness and his daily exercise routine, so I figured I'd make you guys a video, show you what we do every day. And yes, we do this routine almost every single day. Sometimes we'll switch it up and do some swimming or a really long hike that's a bit more difficult, but typically this is an everyday thing for us. And as you can see, it starts with a hike. Sometimes we will do a walk around the city, and that usually lasts an hour, but I like to try and go for a hike every day because it's important for his health and my health, both physically and mentally. Now, our hikes are usually around 6 kilometers to 8 kilometers, maybe 10 kilometers on a day we don't have much else to do. And hikes tend to be less structured than our other exercise. And that's because I like to give my dog an opportunity to use his nose, sniff around, follow scents, enjoy the environment, and just be a dog. Because although he has a pretty structured life, and training and manners and structure are important to me, I also have to respect that he is an animal and enrich his life by letting him do things that dogs love to do. So our hike acts as a warm-up for the second portion of our exercise routine, which is a bit more intense, and it's important always to warm up your dog. So as you'll see in this video clip, we are currently going through our initial warm-up phase before the more intense exercise begins. So I'll usually find a school field or a park field that is a bit more secluded, not currently in use, and I'll use that field to give him his more intense workout for the day. What we're doing here is using a bit of a hill, so getting some extra intensity from the slope of the hill. We are doing sit to stand, down to stand, and sort of rotating through sits, downs, and stand up to warm up his muscles, use muscles that aren't used when he's just running flat on a field. And this is really great for getting him ready for the higher impact stuff that we're about to do. And he really enjoys it. He knows that this is the beginning of our fetch session and he gets really excited. It's also a good opportunity to brush up on your basic obedience and enjoy the relationship between you and your dog and communication and having a bit of fun with it. And then you can move on to the next portion of your workout routine, which for us is a little bit more of a higher intensity warm up. I like to use equipment that gets his body moving in a way that, once again, is different from just running over a flat field. So here at the schoolyard, they have this set of stumps that are elevated at different heights, and I use that to get him to maneuver across them, to back up across them, which is difficult because the heights are all different. But once again, that's engaging different muscle groups. It's creating rear end awareness, which is important for all dogs, and it helps get him ready for whatever other work I'm going to have him do, because this really has to get him focused on what I'm asking of him as well as the environment around him. And he just has a lot of fun with it, obviously. The next part of our workout is the fetch session, which is most definitely Hunter's favorite part of the daily routine. Fetch is his favorite game because he's got a lot of prey drive and a lot of ball drive, and he absolutely loves to run. Now, it's important to remember that Hunter is a very fit dog. I've been devoted to his fitness and daily exercise for years, and he's now 8.5 years old. So his body is pretty accustomed to running and running hard. If you have a dog that is not fit and you're just starting out, it's important to remember that you need to slowly build their ability to have really intense and lengthy workouts. Endurance is something that you have to build over time, but running is an amazing exercise for all dogs as long as they don't have any serious structural issues. If that's the case, you'll have to find something different like swimming or using an underwater treadmill, also known as hydrotherapy. But typically, running and hiking both are amazing exercises for dogs. They're just born to run, and that is a fact. The last section of our daily workout routine involves uphill running, which is an awesome way to increase endurance and really work those muscle groups. Uphill running is going to do more for your dog than running on a flat surface. It's just going to engage the body more and work a couple different muscles in the back end than would normally be worked just by running. And Hunter really gets a lot of energy drainage from doing uphill running, so that helps wear him out a bit more at the end. And it's just overall a really great way to build upon muscle that's already there. So we will do this not as long as regular fetch, but enough that I can tell he's gotten a good workout from it. So typically about 10 minutes of uphill running. Normally I would find a bigger hill to use, but this is the one that we have close to our house. The bigger the hill, the better. The steeper, the better. If you've just got a small hill to work with, you can just do more repetitions of throwing the ball up the hill. One note that I want to make is to make sure that you throw the ball long enough that they're not stopping hard while they're going up the hill. That could cause some pain in their elbows and shoulders depending on how ball driven they are. So make sure you give them a good amount of space to run and stop on flat surface once you've thrown the ball for them. That about sums up our daily exercise routine, which all in all comes to about 2 hours of time. And I've noticed that Hunter's health has benefited greatly from all this exercise, and his mental state also benefits. Now, I just want to point out that we don't do this every single day unless we don't have anything else to do. So sometimes we'll take a drive to the beach and he will get to play fetch in the sand and then go for a nice long swim, or we'll go do an all-day hike. So it really depends. But on days that I don't have anything planned, this is our basic exercise routine that keeps him fit, keeps him healthy, and keeps him mentally stimulated. Overall, if he doesn't get a day like this or doesn't get any other exercise, I can usually tell that he's a bit down. And that's just because he's so used to getting out with me. We tend to go on tons of adventures, we get tons of exercise every single day, and that makes him really happy, as it would make any dog really happy. So, thank you for watching, and I hope that you start implementing some new stuff for your dog, because the longest living dogs in the world are the dogs that got a ton of good exercise every single day. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye.